Hello, my name is Lucas. This is a bit of lit. Yes, I've got it on. Okay, good. Um, I'm here to do a book tag that I saw Steve Donahue do, um, who is, well, a widely popular booktuber. Um, and he is part of the Book Trek 2021 thing going on, which I hope to join by the end of the month. I will be reading uh, an original series novel of Star Trek, but not yet. This is the top 10 reasons to love Star Trek tag, and I figured it looked like good fun. I watched his whole video and had a real good time. And I've been watching the original series for a few months now, and I just started the second season last night with a classic episode, Amok Time, um, which really highlights the heart of Bones, in my opinion. I think that's the strongest part, and the intelligence of Bones too. It's good for all three of the main characters. At least Spock, of course. We get to learn about his wife. He's somewhere between betrothed and married to, and Kirk, who will balk at any commands that put his second officer in danger. Um, Very interesting episode, and also accepts challenges without knowing the terms. A little questionable there for Kirk, but I think he still would have accepted it somehow, because if not him, then who? In this fight. Uh, it's a very good episode, very interesting. But anyway, I plan to very slowly make it all the way through all the series. Not particularly looking forward to. I like some of the characters in the Next Generation, but I'm looking forward to seeing Voyager and Deep Space Nine in particular the most. But anyway, we're not talking about the tag anymore. We're just talking about Star Trek. Any other things that I'm looking forward to watching the movies? Any other series after that? I will get to them, but man, I don't know. Number one, let's just start. 3 minutes in. Number one, in Star Trek, technology has saved the world. We are currently living through the technological revolution. Tell us a way that technology has helped you. What's your favorite tech? I'm going to have to agree with Steve here and say it was not technology that saved the world. It was humanity that saved itself after a lot of horror and just a third world war, a eugenics war, and all sorts of other horrifying things happening, and then finally coming together. Anyway, but a way that technology has helped me, my iPad is my favorite piece of tech by far, and it helps me. The pencil and the iPad, they do a tremendous job in making my work much easier. I have something to type into instead of trying to handwrite lesson plans or anything like that. If I want to make some kind of diagram or whatever, it's very easy to use a program. Or if I just want to draw something silly, the pencil really helps with that. The iPad, it's an amazing, mind-blowing piece of technology. It's unholy, as they say, what it can do. So number two, cooking has become, and on my iPad I was watching Steve's video, and I actually have Steve right there. and you just saw the ring light. But I'm looking at the prompts now. That makes my life easier. Number 2, cooking has become an art rather than something required for survival. By the next generation, Star Trek has gone vegan. In Deep Space Nine, Cisco prepares special meals to express his love. What is your favorite cookbook or food story? How do you eat? And do you like to entertain or cook for people? My favorite, I don't really have a favorite cookbook. I don't really have a favorite food story either, but there was a time after my freshman year, well, I guess my sophomore year, in college, my second year in college, my first year at the college I graduated from, a friend it was his first year at college. He stayed with me for the summer, and he's from New Orleans, and we got to, he really loves to cook because he learned from his father, and we got to eat a lot of very good food, and I miss those days. He is an excellent cook. He even cooked at his own wedding, which I went to a couple of years ago, and so did his father, I believe. And man, those two, excellent cooks. How do I eat? It depends on how hungry I am. I eat pretty properly, I suppose. I can be a little messy at restaurants, though. Sometimes I eat a lot and I just scarf it all down. Sometimes I'm very playing with my food like a bird or something, picking at it like a bird. And sure, I like to entertain people. I don't feel like I'm very good at it, though. I prefer to cook for people, but I'm not a great cook. I'm okay. I make a lot of mistakes, even on things that I've made a lot, that, you know, sometimes I just put a little bit too much salt or not enough, or, you know, things like this. Kind of frustrating, but there it is. Number 3, there is no need to exchange money, and the acquisition of wealth is no longer the driving force in our lives. We work to better ourselves and the rest of humanity, as Captain Picard says. What is your best money advice, or money book, or money YouTube channel? I feel like I am not qualified to give any money advice. I do a good job of saving my money. I could probably save a little bit more. I don't spend too much, but I didn't need to buy this bookshelf, I suppose. I didn't need to buy any of those books, I guess. They bring me great joy. I also didn't need to buy Happy Love House up here, okay? But it makes me happy, okay? And it's a little music box, too, in a way. And it's got my hair in the tree, which you can't really see. But we've got this little pig over here. He's hiding because he's made an accident, and his mom and dad are right there, and his little brothers are there. This one in particular is very curious about these 2 very woolly pigs that he's never seen before. Don't tell him they're not actually pigs. Anyway. And then the camera lens. I don't really use my camera too often. I should, but a little bit lazy, and it's easier to use my phone. But yeah, I just like to save my money. I don't spend too much. This summer, it's been quite difficult, very stressful at least. Not very difficult, just stressful. So I've been splurging a little bit more on books than I normally would. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a money book, and I don't like money YouTube channels. Those people creep me out. I feel like I see so many of them like living these minimalist lives and talking about value, and gross. The books were worth it. The bookshelf, absolutely worth it. Happy Love House, of course, the best part. I need to clean this up a little bit, make it look nice. But you can see my shirt right here. It's drying currently. Anyway, number 4, they drink a lot of coffee and tea. I love the episodes where a convivial cup of coffee is served up on the bridge of the original series. What is your favorite beverage, And do you like going out for coffee? I don't like going out for coffee. I hate coffee. I will drink it if it is given to me. A couple months ago, I did something for a coworker, and she bought me a cup of coffee in the morning, and then I didn't want to let it go cold, so I just drank it all quickly, and I was just like wired the whole day. It was pretty bad. My favorite drink is probably I would have to say it's probably room temperature water. Or actually, you know what? I kind of like hot water. But I usually just drink room temperature water because I am too lazy to boil the water, even though I've got a water heater thing. Yeah, love water. Hate ice cold water. I think that's a disease, a crime against humanity. Just what I think. And I don't think it's good for you. I don't actually know. It might not be bad for you. I don't know. Number 5, all the Star Trek series attempt to address social issues of their time. What is your favorite book on a topic that is important to you? And I'm going to have to echo Steve on this one as well, and mention Proud Boys and the White Ethno-State, which I read, I believe last year I read it. Did it come out last year or 2 years ago? I don't know. I read it because Steve talked about it and praised it, and I think it was on his list of best books at the end of the year for 1 year. And whenever I saw it on there is when I took a look at it. It's scary how well the author pinpoints a horrifying problem that America faces. And it's a very big concern of mine because these people are living nightmares. Anyway. Number 6, Spock and Kirk have the best relationship on any show or series ever. I mean, I've only seen, I'm assuming as well that this is also just talking about Star Trek series, and I've only really seen the original series and The Next Generation fully, and then bits and pieces of other series here and there. But I personally prefer Bones and Kirk myself. Even though I love Spock, and I love Spock and Kirk's relationship. I also love Bones and Spock, but it's a little bit more testy in a way. So, but yeah, I love my favorite of the relationships I've seen. My favorite relationship in a friendship in Star Trek is not Kirk and Spock. It is Bones and Kirk. Bones is my favorite character. I love, he's got a lot of heart, and he's quite smart, and I just love when he pushes back on Kirk. He will sort of, at times back down and follow the chain of command or whatever, but he's not afraid to let Kirk know what he thinks. And sure, Spock has his great moments too, but I just think like I think I like Bones a little bit more because he's a little feistier. Anyway, share a book with a unique or complex relationship, or share your favorite Star Trek relationship. Well, I just shared mine. Yeah, my favorite Star Trek relationship is definitely Bones and Kirk. I love their dynamic. They often make Kirk often plays coy with Leonard McCoy sometimes, I feel like. Maybe that's not the right word, but I think that is just an interesting, the jokes that they have with each other, mostly coming from Kirk, and the way that Bones can be a little bit serious, a little bit more feisty, brings me great joy. In a way that I don't quite get from Kirk and Spock, who I think are closer friends and very good friends, and they do make jokes with each other in a way. Or Kirk makes jokes with Spock, but that friendship feels a little bit more serious to me in a way than, not, you know, I don't know, that's not the right way to say it. It feels a little I don't know how to say it. It doesn't, it's gonna bother me. I'll come back to it. I'll be thinking about it while I'm saying number 7. Star Trek has a wonderful style. Over the series, the uniforms and character style have evolved. Some have been hideous and some have been wonderful. Characters' hair changes, or Chekhov's wig. Do you have a personal uniform? Do you have any fashion or style faux pas from your past? I tend to wear these blue and green shirts every day with some jeans and some sneakers. That's about what I wear. Sometimes I have a pink shirt, and I now have a yellow shirt, but I mostly just wear, and I have a white shirt and a black shirt too. I mostly just wear blue and green shirts that are plain. I've bought a few Star Trek shirts recently, and a shirt for an anime that I really love called Odd Taxi. I think it's amazing. I don't really care for the ending completely, but I love most of the rest of it. Anyway, yeah, I just prefer plain t-shirts, and then Star Trek shirts. I think my favorite Star Trek uniforms are the original series. I love the brightly colored uniforms. I don't like so much the other uniforms in the other series. I think they need more color. I think they need to be bright and fun. Just my thoughts. Fashion faux pas. I suppose maybe I don't properly take care of my hair and make it look as nice as it could. Star Trek has spawned an era of cons and fan culture that support individuals and brings us together as a community. What is your favorite TV show, movie, book, or author event that brings you together with your community? And that, for me, I suppose, is... I'm just going to say it's BookTube. I love BookTube. I keep having some issues lately, as some of you might know, if you've made it this far into a nearly 19-minute video so far, with the algorithm that checks videos for some reason being triggered by my channel and then suspending me. But luckily I've been able to appeal both times that has happened and get my channel back, but it is sort of nerve-wracking because I've spent so much time, and I have a lot of booktubers that I really enjoy watching, that some of them I would know. I remember the names of the channels because I check regularly. Some of them I don't check regularly, but I do really enjoy and I come to from time to time. So yeah, I don't know. It's my favorite community. So that's what I'm gonna say. You know what it is about Spock and Kirk? I guess it feels more serious, as I was trying to say, but if it like they are well bonded and they have a great friendship that transcends the service, but there does feel a sense that there's a little bit more duty in it. I think a lot of it has to do with, you see Spock in trouble so many times, and Kirk like doing everything he can to bring Spock back. And because they're first and second in command, I think maybe that makes it feel more serious in a way. And of course, Kirk would do anything for Spock. He's second in command. He's a great commander, and he's his best friend, and these kind of things. Not to say he wouldn't do these things for Bones, who's also a very good friend of his. But I don't know. It's a little more. The relationship is a little more playful between the two, Bones and Kirk. Anyway, that's the main point. It's more playful, and I enjoy it. And then, I never said a book with a unique or complex relationship. I would say Moby Dick. I really like the relationship for Ishmael and Queequeg. It's very, maybe it's not too complex, but it is a very unique relationship that has some homoerotic undertones or overtones in some cases, but some moments anyway. It is a bit of a strange relationship there, and how they come to know each other and how they come to get so close with each other, and kind of what Ishmael has to say about Queequeg, which is not too much once they get on the boat, but the bond that they form so intensely, so deeply, so quickly is very interesting, and I just love that book. So let's see. Number 9, Star Trek books have beautiful and weird cover art. What is your favorite weird and beautiful book or book art? Show us your favorite books. I'm actually going to show you this book. It's not too weird, but the Civil Servant's notebook has a few things: this cup, the chair, this pen, the stapler. There are some chapters in this book. This book is amazing, by the way. It's about this municipal government in Dongzhou City, I believe. Yeah, Dongzhou City in China. And each chapter follows a different character and their perspectives on what's going on. There's a sort of mayoral kind of race going on. And two different people are trying to get appointed to the mayoralty. And people are picking sides. And they want to make sure that they back the right person so that they don't end up backing the loser. And there are some chapters also, not just from people, but from the perspective of the pen, the cup, the chair, the stapler, and what these things mean for a civil servant. And this book goes hard at the corruption in civil service. This guy, Wang Xiaofang, used to be a civil servant, and he retired from that job 2 years before some of the events that you see unfold here. Some severe abuse of public money gambled away in Macau, and somebody gets executed for that. Excellent book, very strange cover. Kind of simple, I think, the cover. Not too many colors, not too strange in the grand scheme of things, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably the best cover I've got. Number 10, the last one. This is almost 25 minutes. Hopefully this answer will be quite short. I love Star Trek's vision of hope for the future and the optimism that humans can create a better society. Data from the Next Generation wants to become more human-like. Are you a pessimist or an optimist when it comes to being human? Do you think we can make the Star Trek dream for the future a reality? I am absolutely a pessimist. I have no faith at all that the Star Trek future could be a reality. Like in any way. It's a nice dream. I suppose, you know, there were some severe wars that were catastrophic. And maybe, just maybe, that's what needs to happen to humanity, for humanity to come together. But it is a really horrifying idea. I just, no. If I just look at my own country, America, I struggle to find one good thing, one measly good thing that comes from any sort of governance in that entire country. I'm sure maybe some, I don't even know, man. Federally, I'm regularly angry and disappointed, mostly angry with the government. Statewide, for my home state, outraged by the governor and the state congress and you know, mayors and these kind of people. In a geopolitical sense, outside of my own country, I don't know. No. You know, I see a lot of good things in individual people. Not every individual person, but you know, I do recognize that there is good in people. There is good in humanity. There's also a lot of selfish driving motives that route themselves up to real power that then causes tremendous harm to humans, to animals, to ecosystems. And yeah, I have no faith. That's all I've got to say. I would like to be positive as I end this video. So I say to you, live long and prosper. Thank you.